Young people aren't anti-nuclear.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
I've spoken to lots of young people who are like, they don't even understand why we oppose it.
Exactly.
And it's the older generation that are anti-nuclear. Young people are like, fine. You know what we did
Greens
once in
should
2019? Before, you might not know this, but I actually organised the first pro-nuclear rally in Australian history in Melbourne in 2019. I was very big on energy policy. I went along to the climate strikes and all this sort of thing, and we were handing out pro-nuclear leaflets and saying, you know, this is zero carbon energy, you should consider it.
Yeah.
A lot of people were really interested.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot of people. I had one guy that tore it up and threw it at me.
Yeah,
but anyway,
it's encouraging that Victoria, New South Wales and federal parliaments have all done inquiries and have all come to a similar conclusion, which, yes, this actually needs to be looked at. So without being completely pessimistic about it all, there is a mood change that's there,
absolutely,
which is good.
Absolutely.
Really good.
I mean, the polls say it, but I mean, even the conversations at a federal level with the coalition, I was very happy to hear lots of people talking about it.
Yep.
Look, I just think, I'm not even for particular technologies really. I just think that, you know, we're in an energy hungry world, and why would we tie our hands behind our back and restrict the technologies that are at our disposal, especially when the technologies that they're pushing, these weather-dependent energy technologies, are going to make us perpetually dependent on China and these other companies. You know, these other countries, they keep talking about, you know, cheap renewables. Well, they're cheap because they come from China. They're cheap because the polysilicates are made with slave labour in Xinjiang province. Like, you know, we have to question, like, this. And then they say, well, we'll just start making it locally. Well, guess what? It's not cheap anymore then.
That's right. Make your iPhone locally. Can't be done.
No one seems to be asking the question why we need so much gas for electricity at the moment.
No, they don't care.
Well, it's because of renewables, because you can't ramp up coal quickly, but you can ramp up gas really quick when the wind's not blowing.
Yeah, we're using a lot of gas.
I mean, in many ways, we're overstating our role in the world.
Yes.
Like, we are a tiny proportion of global carbon emissions. Anything that we do is nothing more than a rounding error, even if we shut down the entire economy, right? So
per capita, we're very high.
Per capita, we're high, but like, in the scheme of things, like, you know, what we do compared to what, you know, China or America does, it's almost irrelevant. We're just, sorry?
Or a volcano.
Or a volcano, right? Like, we're just this tiny little thing in the scheme of things, and we're overstating it and making these claims as if us sticking wind turbines out in Gippsland or something is going to change the weather, like is going to save the world. It's totally not. And in many ways, I would say, if we really wanted to have an impact on the rest of the world, it would be through what they're really trying to do is send a signal, right? This is virtue signalling at a national level, right? We're saying we're good people because we're doing our part. If we really wanted to send a signal to the rest of the world, change our position on nuclear, like that will have a massive global effect. Everyone in the world will notice that Australia, that used to be anti-nuclear for so long, has all of a sudden changed their position. Maybe that would have a bigger effect on anything. I don't know, like, but we need to look at, you know, where we fit in the world, and do we want to handicap ourselves to signal to the rest of the world that we're nice people?
If any climate change activist just says you're crazy for talking about nuclear, they're a fraud.